Hello everyone and welcome to AutoRevzz back again. So today we are going to review this car, which is the Tata Nexon. The one which I am reviewing is the top of the line XZ Plus variant, and this is the key of the car. You have lock button, unlock button, follow lamp button, and this is for your boot opening. So these are the four buttons provided, and this is how it looks. So at the front you have projector headlamps setup. You also have DRLs provided. At the bottom you have fog lamps. So this is how the car looks like from the front. Let me quickly show you guys the side profile. So now it has got an update, because of which as soon as you press the lock button, the mirrors kind of fold. So that is again one nice thing. Here you have your 16 inches alloy wheels. So these are 16 inches alloy wheels both at the front as well as at the rear, and the tire profile is 215/60 R16. So that's about it. Let me quickly show you guys the rear profile. So this is how the car looks like from the rear. At the top you have your shark fin antenna provided. Here you have your request sensor. By pressing it you can open the boot space, and this is the 350 liters of boot space which you get. Below this you have your spare wheel kept. So this is not an alloy, and you also have your toolkit provided. So this is the 350 liters of boot space which you get inside the cabin. By pulling this you can close the boot space, and here you have your rear parking camera, and you also have your rear wiper with washer, and a defogger is also provided at the rear windshield. And both at the front as well as the driver and co-driver doors you have your request sensors, which is one nice thing. Let me quickly show you guys the rear seat space. So now as you can see, I have pushed the driver seat all the way behind. Still you have decent amount of space, and in terms of legroom it is quite decent. In terms of headroom it is also decent. Under thigh support is also quite good, I would say. And here as you can see, here you have your handle provided onto which you can hold on to. There also you have one, and here also you have one handle provided. And this is the mic provided, by which you can obviously talk when your Bluetooth is connected to the music system. And this is how the dashboard kind of looks like. You can also stretch your feet below the driver's seat, so that is one thing. And in terms of cabin space, it has a decent amount of shoulder room. You can get two adults and one kid in between. Here you have your blower provided. So this is basically a blower. It is not an AC, it will only blow air. And here you have your hump, which is small. It is not very big hump, so it will not really intrude a lot. And this is how the cabin kind of looks like. Now let me quickly show you guys the dashboard and the interior, how the interior kind of looks like. So there you go. And now turning on the car, so it gets push button start, and as you can see, as soon as it turns to life, the needles kind of do a complete swipe. So that is the welcome swipe which it does. This is the tachometer, this is the speedometer. Here you have your mode changing button, from which you can change the modes. Here you have distance to empty, instant fuel efficiency, and by pressing it you can also see the temperature, odometer. And here you have your button for your setting, so you can get it to 0. And here you also have your trip meters. Basically two trip meters are provided here, A and B. So that is about it. Here you have your rotary knob. So basically from this you can change the modes. As you can see, now it is in city mode. So these are the three modes provided: city, eco and sports mode. Now what it basically does is it will change the engine performance, it will change the torque output, basically nothing else. So as soon as as you can see, now I am in sports mode. So the music system kind of turns red when you are into sports mode, and also you can see the indication on the instrument cluster. So you will get maximum torque. Here you have your indication in the instrument cluster. And when you basically want a mileage, you can drive it in eco. This is for your city. And when you want performance, you can obviously drive it in sports mode. So this is about it. Now the music system, the the touch of the music system is not that great. It could have been a little bit more better. Sound quality is great, but the touch could have been better. And here you have your wiper levers, and this is for your headlamps. Here you have your call accepting button. This is for your volume up and down. This is for your source changing or channel changing, and here you have your call rejecting button. And now here you can see piano black finish has been provided, so that is again one thing. Now it seems like a display, but it is not a display. All the things will be shown onto the music system. So here you'll see the AC controls. Now this is for your blower, this is for your temperature, it gets automatic climate control. This is for your rear spying camera, so it gets turned on. And this is, now those are the buttons provided. Here you have your button for your boot, this is for your locking and unlocking of the doors. And here you have your controls for your music system. By pressing this you can get into different channels. And this is for your glove box, decent space inside the glove box, I would say. And in the door pads you can keep a bottle. There is a umbrella holder provided. It is quite a good glove box in terms of space, and it is also a cooled glove box. So basically you can keep in some soft drinks and it will maintain the temperature of the same. And this is how the dashboard kind of looks. And here you have your power window switches. This is to lock and unlock your power windows. This is for your door lock. Here also you have a button for your door lock. And here as you can see you have your aux connectivity, you can connect the pen drive. And you also have a 12-volt charging point. You also have one 12-volt charging point at the rear bench, so there also you have one charging point, 12-volt charging point, so you can obviously charge two phones at the front as well as at the rear. Now let me quickly show you guys the door pads. So here you can obviously get a bottle, and here you also have your umbrella holder. So this for your hazard lamp. So I think guys I have spoken a lot about the car. So now it's time to get driving and let's see what this car has to offer out on the roads. Hi everyone and welcome to AutoRevzz. So today we are going to review this car, which is the Tata Nexon. The one which I am reviewing is the top of the line variant, and it is the diesel variant which I am reviewing. We'll talk about the petrol in some another video. So the one which I am reviewing is the diesel, which is powered by a 1.5 liter turbocharged unit, which produces around 110 PS of power and 260 Newton meters of torque. Now the good thing about the engine is the fact that the power and torque is available at a very low RPM, because of which the drivability of the car is quite good. The low end is good, the mid range is quite strong. It kind of bogs down in the top end, but that is kind of pardonable. And talking about the refinement, it is not the most refined car out there. There is some amount of diesel clatter which creeps inside the cabin, but I really like the sporty note which it makes when you rev it hard and fast. So that is one thing which I like about the car, but it could have been a little bit more refined in order to provide you with complete insulation inside the cabin. So that is about the engine, that the power and pickup is quite good, but in terms of refinement could have done a little bit more better. Now talking about the ride quality, the ride quality is something which has really impressed me, because the ride quality is quite good as per compact SUV standards. It is one of the most comfortable cars to be in, provides you with a lot of comfort over bad roads on the highways as well as in the city roads, which is again a good thing. The suspension is not very stiff, it is a bit on the softer side compared to its rivals, because of which a lot of customers have actually liked it because of the comfort level which it provides. What again adds up to the comfort value is the comfortable seats on offer. The seats are quite comfortable. On most of the Tata cars we have seen that the seats are quite comfortable, which again adds up to the comfort value. Now the steering wheel is, in terms of handling, it is quite a good steering wheel. It is not the most sharpest around, but certainly provides you with a very good amount of feel and feedback, and you particularly know where you are pointing towards. So in terms of handling and the ride and handling balance is completely nailed by Tata Motors. So that is definitely something which has to be appreciated, that the ride and handling is great. Talking about the brakes, you get disc at the front and drums at the rear. and obviously you also get ABS, because which definitely helps the cause. So in terms of braking, it is a great car in terms of braking, but there is some amount of nosedive when you brake hard and fast. That is something which has to be said. In terms of safety features, you get 2 airbags on offer, there is EBD, and also corner stability control is on offer, which again is a nice thing. And according to global NCAP, it has scored a 5-star rating, because of which it is one of the most safest car to be in, and it is one of the safest car in the Indian market right now. So if you are looking out to buy a safe car under the price bracket of 7 to 12 lakh rupees, then this is the one which I think you should be going with. Talking about the gearbox and the clutch is although on the lighter side, but the pedal travel is kind of great, because of which you need to push it a bit more inwards in order to engage and disengage the clutch. The gearbox is a sleek shifting unit, but there is some amount of rubbery feel in it. Compared to other Tata cars, it is better, but definitely could have done a bit more better compared to its rivals. It is a sleek shifting gearbox, but there is some amount of rubbery feel in it. It could have been a bit more crisp. So that is about the gearbox. Now talking about the practicality, it has good space on offer, and you also do not feel claustrophobic inside the car. And talking about one thing, the AC chills the cabin in no time, but there is the blower noise kind of makes a lot of noise inside the cabin, because of which the insulation completely goes for a toss. The music system is one of the best in its segment. The sound quality of the music system is best in its segment, but the touch and feel could have been a little bit more better. Tata Motors is also offering us with the AMT gearbox. If you are looking forward to drive mostly in the city, then you can definitely opt for the AMT variant, which is definitely going to provide you with a bit more comfort. So that is one thing. So but I would personally pick up the manual over the AMT because of its laggy nature. So that is about it. So guys, I think I have spoken a lot about the car. Now it's time to come on to the verdict, who should particularly buy this car. Now if you are someone who mostly drives in the city, you can definitely opt for the AMT, but I would personally pick the manual, because the AMT is a bit laggy. That's the characteristics which most of the AMTs kind of have. So if you are looking forward to buy a compact SUV in 7 to 12 lakh rupees, which has great amount of comfort, good handling and great safety, then this is the car which you should be going with. And talking about the mileage figures, it delivers around 13 to 18 kilometers per liter depending on the place and where you are driving, and a lot of other parameters. So that is about the efficiency. It gets a 44-liter fuel tank capacity, which definitely gives you a great range. So that's about the car, guys. I hope I have cleared most of your doubts. Now if you have any doubts or queries regarding the same or the other, you can definitely ask it to me on my Instagram handle as well as in the comment section below, and I'll be more than happy to answer most of the questions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, drive safe, ride safe. Bye bye.